Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple One. I have changed a few things, and when you do major changes, it's good to talk to your spouse. When you talk to your spouse, because you want her or him to be part of the decision making, and she has agreed. I didn't even twist her arm. She sees what's happening. So I am getting tons of information from boots on the ground. So I'm using that information to make decisions. One of these decisions are, this was all wooded, and it is still wooded. You can see the trees, lots of trees, heavily treed. We got a mini excavator in there, and we're going to make this into pasture. Up to my left, up here, all that's going to be garden. I don't have a big piece of property here. I was counting on, I have another piece of property about 5 miles from here, but I am not counting on that piece of property in a worst case event, because it is the best fertile ground. It's along the river, but it's too far away. I can't secure it. I could put a lot of effort into it and someone could steal all my vegetables, steal my animals. So I'm going to use that, but it's not my priority. So we've changed some things. We got to get ready. I took some money that I was using for retirement, and I'm putting it into this piece of property. I'm putting in the ability to make some money, also to grow some crops, and that's what I'm doing. I think, like anything, you hedge your bet. Yes, you might say, yeah, I'm going to do this, but you always have that other thing going. I think it's time to get serious about prepping. No one knows what's going to happen. I don't know. But I want to be able to use this property here. And before it was woods, it's beautiful. You can walk in. I have enough woods. I don't need woods. I need open space. I need the ability to have sun hitting that ground so I could grow vegetables. I need pasture space. I need places to have chickens free range, turkeys free range. I need to have a place to have some pigs. I have one, and that's going to be our breeding stock. My buddy has the other one, so I should be able to breed some pigs, seeing he breeds tons of them every year. I need to provide more food off of this piece of property. So yeah, am I risking some stuff, taking some money that I was going to use for retirement and stability? And that was a big decision for my wife, but she made it very easily. It was like, yes, 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 yes. Because she sees, her biggest thing is she doesn't think the dollar is going to have any value. It's losing value quickly. So she says, whatever we can do to maybe make money or provide food, anything is better than a worthless pile of $100 bills. A lot of people ask me, some people are blessed and say, Dave, I got $100,000, I got $50,000. Some of them have $250,000 and say, I got this, I'm getting out of stocks, I got this cash sitting around, what do I do with it? It's hard for me to tell you what to do with it, so I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I'm not a financial advisor. You have to make your own decisions, but I'll tell you what I'm doing, and you can go from there. I am converting some Federal Reserve notes into something I can use that's practical. When my wife says to do it and urges me to do it, I think that's important. If you knew my wife, she likes to have this stability, but now we're going to have a piece of equipment. Now we're going to get rid of this woods and we're going to put in some garden spaces. I have garden spaces over on the other side of the property. It's not enough. It is great to supplement, and I have a couple buddies that grow. I have my father that grows. I can get a lot of vegetables from him because he's a crazy gardener. But what's coming, I might be stuck with just what I can do here, or have relationships with people close by. So we're full speed ahead. We got so many projects going on. We're going to change around our rabbits and our chicken facility. We're going to put in a metal barn, or really it's a metal carport. We're going to put in they're 18 foot wide, and we're going to go with 4 of them attached, and there's going to be like 81 or 84 feet, something like 84 feet long. we have most of the materials to do that, but we're not going to do it. We don't have time. Me and Nate are covered up. So what we're going to do is we're going to hire a crew, and we're going to save the materials that we had for that, and we're going to have them put a new one up right through the woods there. The area is cleared. It is ready to go. The only thing I lack is putting a French drain in, so any water coming off the building will be caught. So we're going to call. I'm going to call tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can get it done in the next week or two. Then we can get set up better for rabbits, for production, for a lot more production, if we have to. So I'm looking at resupplying my family and 2 other families that could be here. Actually, there could be 3 or 4 families, so I have to do a lot more just to be ready for what's coming. I'm making a gamble that inflation is going to get worse. I'm making a gamble that maybe there won't be a dollar. Or I might not be part of the system that uses the new dollar, the digital dollar. So am I getting scared? I'm not scared. I'm just looking at data points. I'm looking at what's going on in this world and saying, you know what? I can't rely on that Federal Reserve note anymore. I need to rely on myself. Most important, you rely on God to give you guidance, to give you strength to do what you need to do. But I need to get this property ready to produce huge amounts of food. Now, converting this raw wooded land into gardens is going to take time. Luckily, I have a lot of animals and I produce a lot of compost, a lot of manure that can be turned into compost. So that will help the cause. But what you see here is going to be gone. I will leave some of the bigger trees. This big oak will stay, a couple other big oaks. There will be trees left. Now, a lot of you are saying, why are you cutting down all those beautiful trees? Trees are great. Trees do give an environment underneath them. I need an environment of grass. I need to be able to take grass and convert it into something else. Convert it into milk, into cheese. I need to take this space and be able to grow vegetables. I need to put in more fruit trees. So this expansion phase is definitely, I am behind the curve. But most people would say, Dave, you're way ahead of everyone. I am ahead of most, but I'm not comparing myself to most. I'm comparing myself, can I sustain the amount of people that could be here? So we worked for about an hour and a half with a mini in here and took out all this underbrush. And that's what we're going to do first. Get the underbrush out so we can safely fall trees. I don't want anything in the way. When you start dropping trees, it's dangerous. So the more underbrush, all that underbrush is going to be gone. Now we're opening it up so we don't have the privacy, but seeing it's a private road, there's not a lot of worries. I mean, if you're in front of my property, looking at my property, you're already trespassing. So that I have an advantage there. Would I have done this if those streets were public and people can come and go? I would probably still want my privacy, so I probably wouldn't have cleared as much. But right now, every inch needs to be converted into calories. Be it calories from animals, be it calories from vegetables, it needs to be turned into calories. I'm one of those guys that, you know, if the system comes around, it's not what I believe in, I'm not going to be part of it. So I have to be ready for that. That's my decision of, hey, I don't want to be part of that. So I have to make sure I'm set so I don't have to be part of it. It's terrible in life when you have to do things that you don't want to do because the system is making you and you haven't put yourself in a position to fight back. So the mini excavator is making short work of this stuff. A lot of work to do. We got to do it. So I'm urging you, look at your resupply plan. Now some of you are in the city, in the suburbs. You can't do this. I know you can't. I don't want to depress you. I don't want to, you know, make you feel bad because you can't do that. You got to do something else. Maybe it's container gardening. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it is finding like-minded individuals and forming a group where you could leave that area and go to a farm. have a place to stay, work your butt off, but have a safe place. Maybe a few can get together and buy a few acres in the country. I don't have all the answers for you, but I will tell you, you need to be thinking about resupply of calories. Thinking about what happened if the dollar has no value. Will that couple $100,000 in your retirement account, 401, be worth anything? I'm taking a risk. I'm willing to take that risk. You have to ask yourself, am I willing to risk some of my retirement money to set myself up? Now, the process of setting yourself up is also going to save us money. The more we can do with our own hands, produce food, produce calories through livestock, through chickens, rabbits, turkeys, pigs, it's saving me money. So there's a trade-off. My wife was very willing to say, hey, we need to get this stuff done. We need to get more ready. So, we've only been out here a couple hours, literally. Today was rainy, so we didn't really do much, but we got to get it done. Look at your situation. Don't compare your situation with my situation. You got to survive under your situation. So look at it. Can you do more? Can you produce more? Do you think you need to take some Federal Reserve notes and put it into something practical that will have some value if everything collapses? I can't answer that question for you. I can tell you what I'm doing, and you have to do what you think you have to do. I'm converting Federal Reserve notes into something practical. Now, a lot of this stuff is just sweat equity, working hard. And you really can't work any harder, but got to get things done. Keep prepping. Thanks for watching.